this is Dr. Steinel from Coastal OH&S Services. This year I'm going to talk a bit about mental health issues at the workplace. Mental health conditions at the workplace, how to deal with it. Our knowledge of mental illness is incomplete, but we can say one thing for certain. Mental illness isn't laziness, attention seeking, bad diet, mental, physical or spiritual weakness or a failure of character. Except that mental health problems are just as real as broken arms or high blood pressure. It is far more uncomfortable for your employees to talk about a mental health condition, as it's still very much stigmatized in our society. No one on a construction site has a problem to say, "Oh gee, my back's sore." But how many tradespeople would feel comfortable to say, "Oh gee, I was so anxious last night, I could hardly sleep." Just stop for a second and observe your own reactions. Anyone can develop a mental illness. There is no immunity to mental illness. At least 20% of adults are affected by mental illness every year, and these are very conservative figures. Now look around at your workplace and count. Statistically, every fifth person is dealing with some sort of a mental health condition. That is a lot of people. Most common health disorders are anxiety followed by depression. Some might say, "Oh, it's getting more trendy. Everyone gets diagnosed with anxiety, depression or bipolar disorder. Maybe it's just being overdiagnosed." Most likely it is the other way around. It has always been underdiagnosed, not looked at, or swept under the carpet. And now it is there, diagnosed, written, talked about, can't be denied or pushed away anymore. It needs to be acknowledged and accepted. Just this commitment to accept what is there is a major part of dealing with mental health conditions. The emotional freedom it brings to your staff members who've been dealing with a mental health condition, often secretly and ashamed, is enormous. They can say, "I suffer from anxiety, panic attack, it feels horrible." They can say it and people around them hear it and accept it. No need to hide, to be ashamed or to be ridiculed. Backache is not a more masculine disease than anxiety. Taking the stigma out of mental health and accepting what is without denial or ridicule. Now, how does this tie in with our passion to make Australia safe? When a person with mental health problems experiences that he/she can talk about his/her condition at work without being stigmatized, ridiculed or devalued, he/she starts feeling safe at work. And even if one person feels safer at work, you have improved the overall safety in your company. And now let's say in a company with 100 employees, you have just, through that little step, improved the safety of at least 20 employees. And to sum it up, in tip number 1, accept mental health conditions of your staff members without judgment. Thank you.